Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done watching the season finale of Hawkeye. So now I think it's appropriate to talk about the entire season all in one video. So let's get right into it. First, the very beginning, 2012. I love that the origin of Kate Bishop was her as a little girl being influenced, or just her reaction to the Battle of New York in the Avengers when the aliens come and invade, and not only does her father die in the attack, but she sees outside of seemingly her window Hawkeye being a hero. And that inspires her. That sets her on this path to wanting to be like Hawkeye. And not only did I like that for her character and why it makes sense that she decides to be a version of Hawkeye, but I like the fact that Hawkeye got that type of love because all of my friends would talk about how at least they thought Hawkeye was one of the lamer Avengers. And so I like that this show not only made him feel more important, but the idea that somebody else, a little girl, can be inspired by him being just a human. Even Clint having a hearing aid because he is human and he has been involved in so many battles and explosions. The toll that it takes on a regular human who's not a god. How often he felt guilty or responsible or just sad about Natasha's death, for example. The one scene where he's talking to her at the memorial site. I mean, Haley Steinfeld playing Kate Bishop, I thought she was great. She was very amusing. She was funny. She was likable. But I also like that, yes, she's young. Yes, she's gonna make mistakes. And yes, she's gonna even do things that might come across as annoying because she doesn't listen and because she just wants to go about things her own way. But I feel like it's good for a character like that to start off in this place and so that she has room to grow. But also, I just think Haley Steinfeld, the actress, is so likable in general that she pulls it off. Her mother, Eleanor, played by Vera Farmiga. First of all, anytime Vera Farmiga shows up in anything, I'm like, all right, cool. And I like that her character had a lot more going on. She wasn't just the mom. She was involved with some bad stuff, involved with the mob. But I also like that she wasn't just flat out evil. She had reasons for doing it, or at least she felt like she was doing the right thing, and she did think she was protecting Kate. Even her fiance, Jack, who was definitely a bait and switch, setting up that we thought he was a bad guy. But after a few episodes, I started to realize that no, this guy, yes, maybe a little douchey, maybe a little cocky, but I figured that he wasn't the big bad. Laura, who is Hawkeye's wife, Linda Cardellini, who has been in the MCU ever since Avengers Age of Ultron. I love her as a wife. I do. Do they make more women who are this reasonable, this understanding, this have as much of her husband's back as she did? Anytime that Clint talked to her, she understood why he had to do the missions and the things that he had to do, why he couldn't come home for Christmas just yet. Maya is a brand new character who got introduced, also named Echo. We already know that she's getting her own TV series, and there's so many different places that could go. I really loved her introduction. She's deaf, and so seeing her as a little girl, you instantly feel for her, connect with her relationship with her father being killed by Hawkeye when he was Ronin. Again, getting her motivation, understanding why she wants Hawkeye, or more the Ronin, dead. And then her connection with her uncle, all of that stuff I will get to. I guess we should get into it, right? Kingpin. Kingpin is Maya's uncle. Kingpin being the big bad, and it was Vincent D'Onofrio. It was very important that this was Vincent D'Onofrio. It wasn't just another actor playing Kingpin. It wasn't just like, oh wow, I have this huge connection to Kingpin. No, I have a huge connection to Vincent D'Onofrio from the Daredevil Netflix universe. playing that character as good as he did. So that was big. Seeing that reveal, yes, there was subtle hints, and yes, I kind of knew it was coming, but still, that payoff. Although, watching the finale, I'm a little worried. Did they kill Kingpin off? Yes, he had that great big battle and fight with Kate Bishop, and that was great. He looked menacing, very comic booky, just how strong and powerful he was. But then last we see, he gets shot by Maya. Now, granted, the camera panned up. We didn't see like a bullet go in his head and him fall down to the ground and die. So I don't know how you write around the idea that he wasn't shot and killed. Maybe we'll find out that Maya couldn't go through with it, that she couldn't kill him, that she shot him, but she purposely shot past like his head, and she warns him, and then that will build into her show. I very much want her show to be about her versus Kingpin, Kingpin being the big bad. I don't really want anything else from that show. If they did kill him, then fuck you, Marvel, because that, to bring him in and then to kill him off would be the biggest F you to the fans for all this excitement that we've had. I was hoping for an end credit scene to show him still alive. Instead, we got the Rogers musical number, the little nods to the Matt Fraction story that this was based off of, as far as Lucky the pizza dog, the tracksuit mafia, who was hilarious. Bro, trust the bro. Good stuff. The action, ever since episode 3, because the first 2 episodes were fun, they were enjoyable, but ever since episode 3, the action rose up huge, put this show in a different class. And then even episode 4, the fighting, the tone, the story, the plot points, bringing in Yelena, Florence Pugh was amazing. If I didn't need any more reason to love Florence Pugh more than I already did, this show did just that. I like picking up right where she left off after the Black Widow movie. I loved the sequence of her getting snapped and then coming right back, but 5 years later, her perspective of that. This show was great. This show was a hell of a lot better than I think I was expecting going in. I like the Christmas theme. It was perfect timing. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Hawkeye, the series? What do you want to see from the future? Do you think we'll get another season, or do you think Kate Bishop will show up in a movie further down the line? What was some of your favorite moments? Did you love that Kingpin was here? He better not be dead. Where do you want to see Yelena show up next? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!